Come on, computer. There it goes. Alrighty. Yesterday, we learned three-step mass. Okay, and that's not the right opener. There we go. No, that's the right opener. All right. And it's a process that you need to do with mass. As long as you're going from grams to grams, it's the same thing over and over and over. I always teach with the geometry class, and I know those of you that are computer literate right now, you can't see what I'm drawing. So I'm drawing the long line with the three. Uh-oh.
Teachers, please pardon this interruption. Students, if you made all A's for the 4th to 6th week, at this time, please make your way to the mall area. Again, if you made all A's for the 4th to 6th weeks, at this time, please report to the mall area so we can celebrate you. Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay.
Miss Richie, did I make all A's last 6 weeks?
I don't remember. I don't know if they sent. I don't even know if they sent us a list. Let me look. I think. Let's see. Did they give me a list? Please allow any student who believes that they made all A's. They didn't give me a list. Let me go into here and I will tell you. Let me see, Tiffany. It's not telling me specifically last 6 weeks. It's telling me the average. It's not telling me. I mean, if you think you did, you can try. I don't know what to tell you. It won't let me do it. All right. So, anyways, a mass conversion follows the same template. You know that you are doing mass because you're starting with something's grams and it's asking you to change it to something else's grams. If you're going from moles of something to grams of something else, then it's only a two-step. If you're going from grams of, let's say, oxygen gas to moles of hydrogen gas, then it's a two-step. But if we're going between both of them, you have to do 3 conversions. So for the opener, how do you go from grams to moles for one thing? Like if I start in grams of oxygen gas, how do I go to moles of oxygen gas? We do this all the time. You should know this one without having to calculate it. Say I start with 25 and you start again. Right? How do you do this? Okay, so the mole gets a 1. Okay, and then oxygen, you should know this by now, is 32.00. Okay, that's how we go from mass to mole for one thing. That's a 1 step. But a mass to mass asks you to do something else. We have to switch in a 1-step mole conversion. Okay, so how do you do this? How do you get between moles of different things? How do you switch between substances? This is where you get stuck. It says text box. There isn't. It doesn't surprise me. Let me fix it. Opener, edit. Oh, come on. Online. Oh, because I did it as a file upload. What is wrong with me? Let me make sure I didn't mess up the one from Friday. I swear. You almost think I'm crazy because all of my mistakes are in this class. Let me make sure this has that also says file upload because who knows what I was thinking last weekend when I was doing this. It is now fixed for that too. Okay, so the first one, now that you have your text box back, in order to go from grams of a substance to moles of a substance, you use its molar mass in the periodic table for the one that I'm doing on the board. 1 mole of oxygen gas is 32 grams. To change between different substances, this was the last single step conversion that we learned how to do. You need a balanced equation. Well, I just really quick balanced it for you on the board. 1 mole of oxygen gas reacts with 2 moles of hydrogen gas to make 2 moles of water. Who gets what number? Hydrogen gets its coefficient, which is a 2. Oxygen gets its coefficient, which is a 1. Can't see it, but that is a one-step mole-mole conversion. This is a one-step molar mass for oxygen. Ignore these two. This is a one-step mole-mole conversion to change into hydrogen. Well, you did. Awesome. To do a mass for two different substances, the first two are one steps. Mole to grams for one thing is a one-step molar mass. Mole to mole for two different things is a one-step balanced equation. Mass to mass for two different substances, I'm linking it all together on the board. You do the molar mass of the starting substance, then you change it to the other substance with the balanced equation, and then you change it to its mass using the periodic table. It is just 3 one-steps. Swish it together. This template, the starting amount of your given, which will be in grams, which if you have to put a 1 down here, you can. Then you're going to go from grams of the given to 1 mole of the given or the starting substance. You're going to go from moles of the given to moles of the unknown, or what you're trying to solve for. Then you're going to go from 1 mole of the unknown to grams of the unknown, where you use periodic table, balanced equation. On today's paper, I gave you the answers because I know it helps. The equations are already balanced. You don't have to do that step. This is giving you the chance to become comfortable doing a 3-step mass. Because tomorrow, I just recorded it. I've recorded how to do limiting reagents, which are 3-step mass problems. I think Monday would be a work day if we need it, and we may. Then I still have to do percent yield, and I would like to do a work day, and then a review, and then your test Friday. So and I went through tomorrow's stuff. I just recorded both earth space and chemistry in my 1 45-minute off period, so I went quick. Pause me. But we go back over how to do a mass for tomorrow's, which is what we're doing today. You have to figure out who runs out first. Do you have not enough of one substance? If you don't have enough, that's the limiting reagent. That's the one you do all of your math with. If you calculate that you have extra going to be left over, then it's an excess, and you don't use that one to solve for the problem. It can be a little confusing to figure out which, my stuff came in. Sorry. Sorry, none of it's for chemistry. It's all earth. I spent the rest of my budget. Are there fields of typing Okay. I'll check it. Where's my list? I have like no lab materials for earth space. We haven't done a single lab in that class at all. Feel really bad that I don't have anything. All right, so if you did not finish the one from yesterday, it was shorter. I haven't checked it online. I got one from Jimmy and I got one from Reagan. I haven't checked these two yet. And I haven't checked online. That's what you should finish first. This one should help you more than anything because the answers are on there. If you do not show your work, I can't give you any credit because I gave you the answer. Let me stop this and check online really fast. Okay, I see Lucas. Oh my gosh, my face. I'm not picking my nose. I swear, I'm scratching it. Oh, pollen count is so horrendous today. And for those of you that are online, if you do have any questions, today is a work day where I can move around and make sure that you're doing things correctly. You okay? If you do have questions, feel free to unmute you, because if you're sending me chat bubbles, a lot of times, you don't know this, a lot of times Google Meet doesn't like announce that you've sent me a message until I come back and notice that there's a bubble on the thing. I just don't hear it. So let me stop the recording.